All right, here we are. Welcome to the call. This is a Beachbody sneak peek event. We're going to do a quick 30-minute call, just a glance into our coaching life, what it's like, what we do, and kind of keep it short, brief, and to the point. So I'm going to share my screen, actually. I'm going to do that first, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. And I just have to be able to move my little toolbar here. Just give me 1 second. Okay, can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so about me. So my name is Danielle. I am the founder of Team Ponytails and Dumbelles. And I started health coaching about 2.5 years ago. I started on my health and fitness journey almost 3 years ago. It's actually coming up on my anniversary here, like days away. And I really got started on my health and fitness journey in October, but September was kind of my turning point of having enough is enough. So I started out on my health and fitness journey. I literally had a wedding to go to. I did not have a single thing in my closet that fit me. I literally went to Maurice's while my husband was at rehearsal to find me a shirt and pants for the next day. I bought a way bigger size than I had allowed myself to think I was in. And I knew that at that moment I was not buying any bigger sizes. So that was it. I needed to do something, and this was my change. I wanted to do something that was sustainable and that I could succeed at, and something that I would enjoy doing. So I did that, and fast forward 3 months after that, I actually decided to start coaching. I had kind of a rough Christmas. I put on probably 5 or 10 pounds during Christmas alone because I love Christmas treats. And I knew that I needed to get back on track. So I went all in January. At the end of January, I was down 10 pounds, and people were starting to notice, and they wanted to do what I was doing. So that's when I decided to take the leap and start health and fitness coaching and helping people along the way on my journey and picking them up as I go and helping them succeed and providing them accountability and support for their health and fitness journey. So that was kind of my starting point of getting into coaching, and I've never looked back. It's been an amazing journey. I have an amazing group of ladies as challengers and as fellow coaches. We're family, we're friends. Most of us never knew each other prior to this, which is super fun. And you really get sucked into a community of like-minded people, which is awesome. And we build each other up. We don't tear each other down. So that's kind of my spiel of how I became a coach. So I'll let Allie share next about her coaching journey and a little bit about herself. And then Heather will go after that.
All right. My name is Allie, and I have been a Beachbody coach since January of this year. And a little bit about my story is that throughout my whole, junior high on to high school and into college, I was into a lot of athletics and weight training, and very passionate about my health and fitness. And I continued that into my pregnancies of my 2 children, and also after the birth of my son, who is now 6. But there became a point in my life about a year and a half ago where I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And before I knew I had that, I was feeling really miserable. I guess I was feeling sluggish and just not myself. And so I was not able to do really anything but the daily tasks that you have to do to function as a wife and a mom and a person. So I was kind of gaining weight, eating crappy food that was more convenient. I really like to drink wine. So I was drinking wine a lot at night to wind down, and that actually made me sleep better. but it ended up made me feel worse the next day. So I happened to come across multiple people that are involved in Beachbody, and was introduced to Shakeology, and had heard that Shakeology could help with symptoms that I was having. And so I um, convinced my husband to let me try it, because it is spendy, but it's spendy now looking back on it because of how awesome it is and how much benefits it gives somebody. And so I convinced my husband to let me try it. I said, let me try it for 2 months consistently and see what happens. And throughout the time of drinking Shakeology, I also was doing the 21-day fix, because my mom, who is a personal trainer, she was a customer of Beachbody, and she had the DVDs and the portion control containers, and she wasn't using them. And one day when I was at her house, I randomly was like, hey, my friend Jackie is doing the 21-day fix, and I thought, I remember you saying you had that DVD, could I borrow it? So she gave me all of her stuff, her books and everything, and I went through it, but I still wasn't feeling very well, and so I wasn't doing it up to par, so to speak. So I was doing the workouts, I was documenting them on Instagram, but I was still doing what I was saying I was doing before, like eating bad foods, drinking wine, and just the nutrition was not there. So then about a month and a half into drinking Shakeology, all of my symptoms were gone. I was completely symptom free, which completely blew me away. And so because of that, I was able to take back pieces of my health. So I started showing up more in the challenge groups, because I didn't used to post a lot, because I just didn't feel good. I didn't feel confident. I just felt crummy. And so I didn't want to show that to other people. And so when I started to feel better, I was able to, get the nutrition back on par, show up in the challenge groups, actually help others, like support them while they posted in the challenge groups. And then I was able to, up my weights and some of the exercises, and not have to follow Cat a lot. And I just started to become this new person. And then Jackie approached me about the opportunity to coach, and I thought, why not? I would think about it. And so what actually happened was that I was able to attend a Super Saturday with her. And immediately during that time, I knew that this was something that I wanted to do, so that I could help other people in similar situations do what I did and get my life back, take my health back. So that's my story. And so it's only been a short few months, but I wish I would have known about it sooner. And the challengers and the coaches and the friendships that I've made are lifelong and amazing. And I'm very happy to be part of this team and to share this with others. So, awesome. All right, Heather, your turn.
Hey, my name is Heather. I got onto my health journey almost 2 years ago. I started actually around September, kind of like Danielle did. Our third baby was born in August, and I had dealt with postpartum depression during the pregnancy, actually. And I had struggled a lot to lose the weight after I had my first couple babies. So by the time I was working through postpartum a little bit, I knew that I wanted to try something that looked like it would work. I had seen 21-Day Fix advertised a lot on TV, but I had tried a program before, just the program, DVDs, no support group. I didn't know about any coaches or anything like that. So I knew I didn't want to do just the DVDs again, because it didn't last for me before. I didn't stick with it. So I decided to save up my birthday money, and my birthday is in September, and I bought my challenge pack with that, because I decided if I was going to try it, I wanted to try the whole thing and give it my best shot to see what would happen. And I was pleasantly surprised that as soon as I got my nutrition on track and the groups were super helpful with, and my coach was super helpful with helping me figure out how to follow the meal plan and just stay consistent and be encouraging to have me show up every single day. I was inspired by seeing them show up every day. And so it made me push through those early days where I felt like there was no way I could finish the workout. I was taking breaks all the time and wondering if I was ever going to get through it. So they helped me get through that. And I lost all my baby weight within, I think, like 3 to 4 months. And before, with my other 2 babies, it had taken me over 1.5 years, and I still wasn't toned up or anything like that. So that was just really exciting. So when I saw how sustainable it was too, because I wasn't starving during it, I never felt deprived because we learned how to eat and do things manageable, working out like about a half hour a day and eating a balanced plan. It was a fairly easy lifestyle transition, and one that I actually felt really good about. I had more energy than I did as a teenager, and I needed that as a mom. So I stuck with it, and I decided I've always been kind of a health and fitness nut. My previous background was physical therapy, and I always like empowering people to be more to take more charge of their health and become more independent. So coaching was really a perfect fit for me in that. Because it was something I could do from home. I've been home with our kids since we had our second one. And so it just kind of helped to fill that need, because I had felt really lost as a stay-at-home mom before that. I ran daycare more out of necessity than really wanting to, because I didn't know what other options I had to supplement our income. So it was really neat when I decided to start coaching, the amount of support and education that you get. And even to this day, 19 months into coaching, I still can talk to my team every day and ask questions, and we all work together. And I just love that sense of community, and that you're never at this alone, and you're not really having to stumble around in the dark like some other things that I had tried before. So I like that, because I can empower people to live a healthier life, and then I can empower them to pursue their dreams, whatever they might be, by learning how to work this business from home, in their mom cracks, or around your job, because I had to work it around daycare. So yeah, that's why I started coaching. I love empowering women and teaching them that they don't have to settle for where they're at.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go and share my screen again. And whoa. Okay, so we talked a little bit about how we got into coaching and all of those sorts of things. So let me just peek ahead here. Okay, so who are we? We are part of the 3-time #1 elite team in all of Beachbody. And you're probably thinking, well, what does that really mean? What it means is we have people who are on our team that are part of this network, that are part of this team, that are willing to help us. And Melanie Metro is the top coach, and she's amazing. She provides our training for us, so it's not like you're on your own. She's #1 in all of 450,000 teams in Beachbody, and she's willing to help everybody, which is awesome. We aim to inspire and motivate others to create a healthy lifestyle. We want you to create the lifestyle that we've created, and we want this to be a lifestyle. This isn't a quick fix. This isn't some magic fairy pill or anything like that. If there was a magic pill, we would all not have obesity in this country, and it would be amazing. But here we are. So we want to inspire and motivate people to do this the right way and the sustainable way, like Heather said. We support those going through their personal journey. All of us are still on our personal journey. Everybody's journey changes. Everybody's journey looks different. And that's through our online accountability groups. And most of our groups are run via Facebook. They're in a closed secret group. None of your Facebook friends have to know that you're doing it per se. When you first start out as a challenger, those sorts of things. I was that person until I decided I was going to start coaching. And as we have talked about, we lead by example by working out every single day and using other Beachbody products like Shakeology. And I know that Allie talked about Shakeology and how it helped her with her fibromyalgia and those sorts of things. And that's just one of the many benefits of, drinking a dense superfood nutrition shake. And then we continue to improve ourselves from the inside out through personal development. And this is probably one of the things that I boycotted at first. I'm like, I don't need any personal development. This isn't going to help me. It's not for me. I don't need to do this. And once I started really digging in and fixing myself from the inside, the outside transforms as well, because you're starting to work on yourself and your self-esteem and how you feel about yourself. And you may have issues with confidence. You may have issues with self-love. There's many issues that people have, and there's a lot of personal development group and books out there that can help you. And so once I started really digging into that, that made it amazing. The picture that I have on this slide is our team in New Orleans this year for our annual Beachbody conference called Summit. And it is fun to go with a bunch of like-minded women to a big conference like this and just be able to meet other women who have the same goal. And every shape, size, color, you name it. I mean, there is such a wide variety of people. And so it's not this cookie cutter thing. It's not that at all. You don't have to be this certain person in order to do this. And all of us in that picture, let's see. Yep, every single one of us are moms in that picture. But I mean, we have people that aren't moms, that are dog moms. And, so it doesn't matter where you're at. You can see that everybody is all on different parts of their fitness journey, maybe not where they want to be. I'm not where I want to be. I'm still on my journey wholeheartedly. And it's just nice to have that community of support. So that's a little bit about who we are. And like I said, we're moms, we're dads, we're fur moms, we're fur dads. There's people that are married, that aren't married, many different professions. I still work full-time for a health system in their IT department. Allie is a former social worker. Heather is former PTA and daycare provider. We have so many different types of people. There's teachers, there's nurses, there's physicians, there's every walk of life. And everybody comes from different states, different backgrounds. We have coaches from all over the United States on our team. And like I said, we're all at different points in our journey. So, and everybody's kind of at their own point in their coaching career as well, because we get to build our business as big and as fast as we want to, which is really, really nice. There's nobody pushing you to have to do a certain amount of anything. So, and the main requirement for me, for people on my team, is you have to really want to help people. That's what this business is about, is really, truly helping people on their health and fitness journey. And we have a love in some sort of way. Not all of us loved health and fitness at first. That would be me. But I've grown to have a much better relationship with exercise, and not feeling like it's punishment for anything or that sort of thing. So, you grow into this sometimes too, of, learning kind of what your jam is. All right, I'm going to let Heather share her next couple slides. And Heather, you just tell me when you're ready for me to switch the slide.
Okay. All right. So what we are not salespeople. I really like that, because I'm not good at sales. I'm good at helping people. And so we're not salespeople. Like Danielle said, that we're here to help people and help them reach their goals and meet them where they're at. So that might look a little different for each person. And that's why we take time to talk to people individually. We are not all certified fitness and nutrition experts. So like Danielle said, there's such a everybody, especially going to the different events I've been to. There are people from so many different backgrounds. There's just not any one size fits all. And that's what's cool, because they can help the people that they relate to. So we can help to change the nation and get them healthier that way. You do not need to be at your goal. You're actually more relatable if you're not at your goal weight. Sometimes I feel like I'm not as relatable because my transformation happened a little quickly. So that's really neat too, because you can inspire people no matter where you're at. And then you'll experience so many changes besides just the physical. If you dig into that personal development and really dig into the community that is available for you, it's helped me overcome my anxiety and depression that I dealt with before. And it's helped me to deal with changes in my life a lot better, and not get into that kind of slump or funk that you can experience when you're dealing with those things. And then the other thing that I really, really like is that we are not a pyramid scheme. As people look at businesses like this and they aren't sure what it is, there's been businesses in the past that have been guilty of being pyramid schemes. A pyramid scheme is where people exchange money hoping for something, and they don't necessarily get something of value in return. They're illegal. They don't tend to survive very long. So the way that Beachbody works is whatever you're paying in, when you get your challenge pack or sign up to coach, you actually get tools to do your journey, whether it's coaching or your fitness journey or whatever. And then you have to actually keep working on building your business in order to make money. You can't just sign a few people up and kind of sit back and live off of that. You do actually have to work to build your business. So people get something of value from you when they invest. They get the tools that they need, that you've helped them find by caring about them and listening to them. And then, and that's how that works. I guess I don't know. There's something I didn't cover in that, Danielle.
No, you're good.
All right. So next slide. Okay. So we want people to succeed. There's not one of us on this team that would want anybody to get a challenge pack or get something and not be happy with it. Because we're here to help you succeed. We want you to get those results that you're after. We want to change the world by helping to end the trend of obesity, one person at a time, by helping them become healthier individuals. So like we said, it's not a quick fix. It's not a crash diet. It's something that's sustainable and that you can actually end up sharing with your family by leading by example. It's been an awesome thing for me to see my kids at the young ages that they're at, be able to recognize food groups and recognize what's healthy and not, and what's balanced. So you're setting up the next generation to be healthier by taking charge of it yourself. We help people find an appropriate fitness program that meets their goals and fits into their lives, as well as help them customize their nutrition. So we don't ask people to eat stuff they don't like. We don't ask them to do a workout program that they're going to hate, because they're not going to get results that way. It's not going to help them. It's not going to help us. It's, we want to have a win-win situation. We want, and then the nice thing is, because you work with a team, like when I started, I didn't know about that many of our programs, and we have so many programs that it's hard to know what all is available. So if you're talking to somebody and you listen to their goals and what maybe their limitations might be, if they have some limitations physically or other health ways, you can ask your team, hey, what do you think would work for them? And you can get feedback. So you're not on your own. You can help them find the best program for them and help that person. And they'll know that you care about them because you're trying to help them with the best fit for them. We run bi-weekly 30-day online fitness and accountability groups. So we run them as closed or secret groups on Facebook or an app that we have, so that you can keep your journey private until you're ready to share it with other people. And we're there to provide everything that you need to be successful, recipes, tips, motivation, and just that support and encouragement that you need along the way. We're the cheerleaders to help keep our customers motivated to reach their goals. So, you know, when you start this journey, it might be really, really hard. And like I said, when I started, I felt like I could barely finish a minute of some of the exercises or some of the programs. But that's where my coach and the groups I was plugged into cheered me on and helped me push through that and get to where I am now, almost 2 years later on my health journey, which I never would have thought possible before. Because I was lucky if I stuck to something for 2 or 3 weeks before. So this is just huge. And that's the success that we want to help people see by making it a lifestyle. All right, next slide. And here is a few of our success stories. Danielle's in the top left there. She's been so inspiring to watch. I love her dedication, and it's just amazing. Erica on the upper right. She's a really good friend of mine, and it's just been so inspiring to watch her journey. There's me in the middle on the left. That was, I think, 6 months postpartum, 4 months into my journey, after doing a few of the programs, and I got to eat a lot of food. So it was really awesome. And then there's Lacey in the bottom right. She's a mom of 3 that did really good. She was one of the people who I just saw her face every day and was just motivated to show up because of her. And just all the stuff that she had going on in her life, it was kind of, well, if she can do it, I can do it type of thing. And then Ashley there in the bottom left, she did amazing with her journey too. So yeah, it's just neat that I've gotten to actually know all of these girls, and they're there to inspire. We inspire each other and help each other on our way.
Sorry, my Google Calendar just decided to pop up and tell me that it's time to go to bed.
Better get to bed.
It's time to go to bed, lady. So sorry.
Yeah. No, but it's neat because you get to form these relationships and really get to know the people and help them have lasting results. So it's neat because all of these women are still on their health journeys. So 2 years later.
Okay. All right. So I was gonna try to move some stuff, but it's not letting me. So how we earn. So we earn money a couple different ways. We earn a 25% commission on anything that we sell retail. So if you have a customer that comes in to your business who wants to just purchase something from you, you make 25% commission on that. We've talked a little bit about the challenge packs and those sorts of things where you're getting your workout paired with your Shakeology. Those commissions are anywhere from $50 to $75 or $70. It depends upon the program and what they're picking for what your commission will be. And then we also have team cycle bonuses. So as you work your business, the company actually rewards you for working your business and working hard at your business, and asking others to join you in the coaching journey. And as you do that, you can earn up to $12,000 a week. That's crazy. And then they also have matching bonuses for your coaches. So as everybody starts working their business on the team, the company rewards you for that. And then there's also Star Diamond quarterly bonuses where that is based on the amount of revenue that the company has made in that quarter, and they split that bonus up. And this will be confusing, but I'm going to say it. So there's 15 star, 10 star, 5 star, and 2 star. And what those mean really isn't important. However, I want you to know that if you are a 15 star diamond, you actually make all of those other bonuses that I talked about. So I've seen quarters of where those bonuses for all of those ranks are in upwards of $50,000. So that's an amazing, even at 2 star, if you think about okay, if that bonus was $800 for a 2-star bonus, think about what $800 a quarter would mean for your family. So they do pay you to work your business, which is really nice to be rewarded. And I just have a couple things here. You think about working your plain old job and how hard it is to get a raise. I know that at my job, it is really difficult to get a raise. It's really frustrating. I get frustrated a couple times a year about the lack of pay increases, bonuses, incentives, that sort of thing. And it gets frustrating. And I know that I'm not the only one that this happens. And you're lucky if you get a 25-cent raise every year and those sorts of things. So think about what a 305% raise would be in 1 year. So over on the left-hand side, I have a picture of week 1, first paycheck. This person worked their business and they made $170. Now, if I had to guess, I would say that that was probably helping maybe 5-6 people in that week getting into a challenge pack. If I had to guess, I don't know. This is not my paycheck, so I don't know the exact details of what that looks like. But if I had to guess, that's what it would look like, is just a customer coming in and buying a challenge pack. So now you see week 60. So a year into coaching, this coach now has some working coaches that are working with her. They're also building businesses. You can see that the retail commission was almost $300. Subscription commission, that's Beachbody On Demand. So that was $50. And then the team bonus, that's where this, like I said, really can start helping your income, is when you're working your business and your team's working your business, they're rewarding everybody. So you can see that the team bonus was $306. There's also a matching bonus of $39 there. So she made almost $700 in 1 week. That's craziness. And then Devin Hardell, she's part of our team. You can see in month 1, she really didn't have a great first month. She was kind of getting to know the ropes. She didn't make anything. And then 6 months into it, she was making $776 a week. And then, and I think hers is weekly. I'm sorry, I got to move my thing. Sorry, my little things here are kind of in the way, and I moved the controls in the wrong spot. But I believe that this is weekly. And so month 12 months into coaching, and I know that this was around the time where she was ready to go back to work after having her baby. She was making $2,000. That's awesome. I mean, even think about that kind of monthly income. That's life-changing for a lot of people, of being able to work this, like Heather said, in the mom cracks. All right. Okay. Allie, I think you're up, right?
Yeah. Okay. So talk about some of the benefits of becoming a coach. Some of these are going to be a repeat from what some of us had said in our stories, but they're really good points and benefits to being a health and fitness coach. One of them would be that you could work from home, or actually you could work from anywhere as long as you have your phone, iPad, Wi-Fi. I have been in Mexico working on the beach. I've been in my car in the parking lot at my other job working on it, or when I'm picking up the kids from school. Anywhere that I have access to my phone, I have access to do my coaching. And you also are able to set your own hours and your schedule. And so, like Heather was saying, working in the mom cracks, meaning that you are able to figure out when you have these bits and pieces of time throughout your day to be able to work this business. In the beginning, I have to admit, it was kind of hard for me in a weird way, because I always wanted to work the business. I like to do this. I'm always wanting to do it, which I can't. I mean, it's not negative in any way to me, except for it takes away from other things that I have to do. But I'm able to set my own schedule, my own hours. And Danielle was actually just talking about how she's going to be scheduling that in a different way than she's used to, because it is easy to go outside those hours and schedules and the boundaries that you set for yourself. And then also you're able to replace a full-time job, essentially, or you could go from part-time income to a full-time income. Heather, like she said, just stopped doing daycare and she's doing this full time, which is very exciting. Um, and you are able to have the flexibility in how you build your business. So you could do online stuff, you can do face to face. I consider what we're doing right now face to face. So you're able to do like Zoom calls like this with challengers, or I actually had a Zoom call at 5:30 for weeks where we all met on this call and did a workout together. It didn't matter what workout you were doing, but it was just for accountability. But you're able to do your business face to face or online. And then you can increase this at your own pace that meets your own goals. So you're able to go as fast as you would like to, or if you need to slow down for a little bit, you're able to do that. It's just what works for you. And one of my favorite parts is that you get to be part of a positive and supportive network of individuals who are mostly like yourself. And that's been very helpful for me. And I think Heather talked about it, where you're able to ask questions of other coaches that are now you consider your friends, and we're never going to be experts at all of this stuff, and things are changing. And Carl, the CEO of of the company, has lots of ideas that he's throwing out there, and he wants to, end the trend of obesity. And so we're always learning and we're always wanting more. And the network that we have of this team that we're on, and also the bigger team that we're part of, they're always willing to help us. And they're always providing wonderful trainings for us to expand our knowledge. And then traveling, you are able to do traveling. So like Danielle said, we went to Summit in New Orleans, and then there's also ways to earn trips. I have not been part of that yet since I'm a newer coach, but you're able to earn trips to Mexico. Some people have retreats for their teams that you get to travel to and spend time bonding with them. I don't know if you want to talk a little more about that, Danielle, since I don't have a ton of experience with the
I will quickly, yeah. So because I've been coaching for 3 years, I've actually been able to earn and travel a little bit more than some of the newer coaches. So my first year into coaching, I was able to earn a cruise. And so I was able to take my husband and I on our first ever vacation ever anywhere to Jamaica and Bahamas, which was awesome. And then that year I was also able to travel to Nashville and Florida. I've been to Nashville again for another conference. I have been to quarterly events in Wisconsin and Minnesota, of course. I've also been to New Orleans, and this last year in April, this past April, Heather and I were both able to earn a trip to go to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. That was a fully paid trip minus airfare. And I am actually qualifying, and Heather is as well. Allie's on a wait list, but we're earning to go to Riviera Maya, Mexico in, I think it's March next year. So very exciting things, very easy, very attainable to earn, but you have to work your business. So the amount of travel that I have been able to do, I have never fathomed this amount of travel in my life ever. I mean, like I said, we had never taken a vacation, so it's awesome. So I won't go on too long because we don't want to make this too long.
Can you change the slide, please?
Okay. Oh, so sorry.
I can't see the rest of
sorry.
it.
The last thing says discounts on your products and your programs. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's so low down, but we do get percentages off on our programs. It's 25% off our programs. So anything that you want to buy as a coach, you get. Oh, there. Now it left. Good Lord. I tell you what. Okay. So sorry. All right. There you go.
Okay, and then if you do join our team, some of the things that you can expect from us are we do, well, first of all, you have a lot of training in your coach online office, which is provided to you by Beachbody. And you have access to a lot of different things on there. And once someone is a coach, you are able to go through a training in the back office so you can understand how to use that. And we do weekly team calls, and they're always providing us with a lot of education and a lot of support that way. Beachbody as a whole does a weekly national wake up call on Mondays. So you can call into that and listen to a speaker. We do weekly team calls with the top coaches in the network. So Danielle was talking about Melanie Mitro, who is been the #1 coach multiple years in the whole Beachbody company. She does a call, and then she also branches off to have some of her top coaches under her help with those calls as well. And then we have private coaching groups that you can have access to via Facebook for support, resources, just tips. Just throw in a question that you have in there, and someone will always answer that. Multiple people will answer it. And then we also have on a regular basis something called the New Coach Training Academy, where you will learn step by step how to do what we do. And then, like I said before, we're always continuing to learn, educate ourselves through trainings, support one another, all the stuff that Beachbody provides for us, the speakers that they give us, just all the tools that they provide for us so that we can grow our business and succeed in this.
Okay, so I'm going to try to wrap this up quickly so we have time for questions and we're not going super, super long because I value everybody's time. So how do I get started is probably what you're wondering. So that's what we're going to kind of close with. So we've talked a lot about the challenge pack. What's a challenge pack? So the challenge pack is working with your coach to figure out what the best fit is for you. Right now, the best deal they have going, of course, is Beachbody On Demand, because you get access to everything. Think Netflix of workout programs. And that comes with 30 days of Shakeology. That waives a $40 enrollment fee. So get your challenge pack, sign up as a coach right away. You're signed up for the benefits. Even if you want to kind of dabble in your journey a little bit beforehand, that's your best deal. If you've already bought a challenge pack, so maybe you're a past challenger and you've already bought your challenge pack, you can actually sign up. You pay the $40 fee. We submit a form, we get it waived, and they give you your money back. Or you can sign up just as a coach with a $40 fee. However, you really don't get much for that $40. So you might as well spend the money on a challenge pack. It's a little bit more, but you at least get something out of it. Basically, with the $40 coach enrollment fee, you don't get access to any of the tools or the toolkit that you need to, be able to do your workouts and drink your Shakeology and those sorts of things. So, you can do it that way if you need to save up some money. And then there are military benefits. If you're military, ask your coach. They can talk to you about what military benefits are available to you. And that is it. So I'm going to stop my share, and then I am going to open it up for questions. So I think we have Kelly and Bobby Joe both on the line. And Kelly, you're muted. So if you have a question, I can unmute you. And Bobby Joe, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you don't have any questions, that's okay. You can just say, I don't have any questions, and then we know. Okay, I'm going to unmute Kelly. Kelly, do you have any questions?
No, I don't. It's been really fun listening and learning more about it. Heather and I have talked here and there and whatnot, and you always get that person that just takes forever to start anything just because they're just so unsure of anything. And I know you know what I'm talking about.
We've all been there. I believe me, we've all been there. And sometimes you just got to jump in with both feet and swim.
Right.
Honestly, I was that
Obviously, is I actually start thinking of my main job. I work at a sand mine, 12-hour night shifts. And then I got my daughter, and then it's like, yep. Okay, if I start this, and I also run a honey business too, so I do vendor shows with that. And
yep.
It's like, how can I squeeze another thing into everything? And
Yep, I get it. My husband used to work in the sand mine business too, so I know the hours that you work, and I know that it's not easy work, and yeah, it's tough. But you kind of fit it in those little cracks so that you can start building this business to get out of some of those other things that aren't so fun. So yeah,
I just like the steps that Heather has taken, and I do know that things don't happen overnight. Do I wish they would? Oh yeah, everybody
Yep.
does. But
Right.
the past 5 years actually have tested my patience a lot, to the point where I have realized that you have to have patience, or you're not going to get anywhere.
yep, yep, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Well,
hard.
I will let you
I
ask
took like
any other questions offline. If you think of anything, you can most certainly message Heather, and those sorts of things. And I think it's Bobby Joe that's on the other phone line. Bobby Joe, do you have any questions? Bonnie
Joe.
Joe, sorry. Bonnie Joe, do
Yeah.
you have any questions? I don't know if she's not muted. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
then we're going to close it up. And so if you guys have any questions, ask the coach that invited you to the call. I will post the recording tomorrow morning. So if there's something that you want to go back and watch again, your coach can share the link with you. But otherwise, I appreciate all of you jumping on. So have a great night, and we'll talk soon.